licked around my waist and my legs opened up. Can't lie, I was stuck for a second. He was giving me that pressure. Like this nigga might be special. He was doing all the extras. I was loving how he thugging.
Licking pussy?
Yeah, he pimping. Oh, excuse me, that's my own song. Yeah, he pumping and he pumping. Oh shit, this nigga coming. Don't you say a thing.
You forgot the yikes.
Oh, yikes.
No worry now.
The familiar acoustics in here.
Yeah, I was trying to test the reverb in the room.
We are back at the house that we built.
The house that Oh yes, Rory.
Shout out to Weezy and Alex, but this is the house that Rory and Maul built.
Oh, we built this thing. Look at this thing, huh? Smells good, feels good in here.
Yes, Eddin, our esteemed cameraman and audio expert, caught the bird flu or some shit. I don't know. Yeah, but we couldn't record.
Yeah,
so we came to WTF at this point. I don't fucking know, media. The place that everyone goes to.
This is the place that everyone comes to. This is the podcast home right here.
Yeah.
Built off our sweat, blood, and tears.
I do feel like, like the way they put the Jordan statue in front of whatever Chicago's arena is.
Oh, they should definitely put you and I in two chairs sitting outside.
Fucking Babe Ruth building. In front of Yankee Stadium. Just Maul and I.
You're fucking right.
Or just an upside down fitted should just be on the handle just of every door in here.
People touch it before they go into the studio.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like the tree at Apollo. You got to rub the hat.
Yeah. I'm fucking Rory Media over here.
Do you guys feel like you're like the seniors once you graduate and you're in college, you're returning to the old stomping ground
to creep on the high school
with
girls?
a beard and a fitted? And
yeah, you're like, oh, this room looks so small compared to when we were here.
It's been 6 months.
Yeah. The room looks so tiny. So Ice finally caught up with Eddin. They knocked on his door and told him, listen, we will have no more of this shit if you running around New York City.
Yes.
So they
and the country, for that matter.
Yeah, so they got him at the border in the cages that Biden built.
We made the mistake of bringing him to Texas. Yeah. Worst place he could have went.
Worst place he could have ever been to. But yeah, we hope Eddin, hope you feel good, hope you feel better. You'll be editing this episode. Don't think that because you're sick that you won't be working.
Eddin is so Mexican, they caught him at customs flying domestic. Yeah. From Texas to New York, they caught him in customs.
Oh man, Eddin, feel better soon. We are back off the road. Texas, thank you once again. Had a lot of fun in Dallas and Houston. We will be in Seattle next weekend.
Yes.
At the Neptune Theater.
The house that Frazier built.
The house that the house that Ken Griffey Jr. built. He built that whole
Ichiro.
He built that whole entire city. Ken Griffey Jr. built the entire Seattle.
Gary Payton
on his back. He needs to get a check from every business in Seattle. Neptune Theater, Friday, December 9th. We are in the building in Seattle. We will be in LA at the Regent Theater Wednesday, December 14th. And we finish out this run, Rory. It's been a hell of a run. Great run. A lot of fun. We finished this run in Boston at the Wilbur, December 18th.
I feel like it's been a while since I've seen you guys.
It's been
because we took a little break. That's a while. It's
a long time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fucking seen your faces every.
I cannot wait. You guys, do y'all know how I cannot wait for this tour to be over?
Don't get me started. Been sleeping thigh to thigh with you guys in a car for fucking.
I cannot.
God knows how long.
Wait for this fucking tour to be over. It's been a lot of fun though. All of our merch is on sale. Salute to Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday is better than Black
Cyber Monday. Who is it?
Because I don't know, but Cyber Monday, I think you find better deals than Black Friday. I don't know why that is.
Leave your home.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like
you don't have to pay tolls.
Yeah, but I feel like you find better deals online, like instead of going to the store. I think Cyber Monday is better than Black Friday to me.
Do people still do Black Friday? Is that a thing?
Yeah, some people was out.
Is there still like riots in front of Best Buy?
I would hope not. I didn't see any online, so I don't know.
There was a fake, comedians do fake skits to get public attention. There was like two guys wrestling over a flat screen TV in a Best Buy and they slammed it on the ground. It was clearly staged, but that's the only video I saw.
Yeah, I don't think people, because like I said, you can order shit online now for cheaper. I mean, I think Cyber Monday just kind of eased all that Black Friday tension.
Yeah, I don't want to sound insensitive, but TVs have gotten like really cheap.
Yeah. TVs
you don't need to go at 4 a.m. and beat the shit out of somebody for one anymore.
Because you're going in there on Black Friday when it's cheaper than it already was, and it was cheap as is.
Yeah.
And you're fighting over that. Something tells me you don't need a TV. You should focus on other areas of your life. But that's just me. All of our merch is 25% off at newroryinmall.com through the end of the week. We'll be having all of this collection one.
What's the N stand for in that link?
New Rory in Mall?
Yeah.
Because you didn't want to put and mall.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
So New Rory in
I wasn't sure.
It's Cyber Week.
No. Hold on. What you thought the N stood for before the black man's name?
I was just curious. I didn't create the link, so I just wanted to make sure.
You can say it.
I just didn't want to be outraged.
Whatever Rory says, just bleep it so it sounds like he said it.
Exactly. All of our merch is 25% off. Yo, y'all are stupid. So we're gonna finish with this merch and get this merch out the way, and then the new drop is coming, and I'm excited for that one because it's a lot of dope pieces.
Well, no, the new drop's not coming. Buy the old stuff.
Oh no, well, buy the old stuff first. But the new drop is coming.
And that voice you hear, and a person we really haven't seen in quite some time. Ooh. Back to work, but she still smells like a vacation.
Tan lines busting. Your tan lines busting.
Her skin tan and her hair long.
Yeah, you smell like a vacation.
You went 40 back.
You still got the banana boat on your ass. You didn't rinse it off.
Yeah, Kellen was lathering up the
beach
the
bum.
SPF
What is
on
it?
there.
Banana boat beach bum.
Yeah,
that's the tanning oil.
No.
What tanning oil
don't get all coy now.
Yeah, you see her. You just
don't
you
act like you talked into a microphone
y'all
before.
Y'all were outside. Y'all were on tour, so I took a little detour.
That don't count as us being outside.
Y'all were on tour outside, enjoying your lives.
Eddin was outside.
No, Eddin was outside because he can't be anywhere, so he was technically outside.
Eddin's like, I wonder how I got sick. He did every single night in Houston till 4 a.m.
Yeah.
How did I get sick? You mean you shaking ass in a fucking club that looks like an open lot?
That Sunday night he was out again.
He's crazy.
He went back out
the night we hung out.
They booked him.
The night we hung out with Greer, he was out.
Oh yeah,
fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
He gave me the cameras back, and he was like, "Oh yeah." I was about to go to sleep. I was like, "Oh, I'm about to knock because I got my flight." And he was like, "Oh yeah, just got booked for this gig. Yeah. Starts at 11 p.m." Like,
the nastiest flyer we've ever seen.
He got work. He got work out there.
It was. I don't even want to describe what that flyer was.
We had a great time though. Houston was a lot of fun. Dallas was cool, even though we were only there for a day and like 8 hours maybe. But it was cool. We had a good time.
Yeah, Mom. My sisters said they want you.
Hey, excuse me?
My sisters, you met them at the Houston show.
They said both of them want me?
Mm-hmm.
I think I've typed that in on Pornhub.
Like they want me at the same time?
But they're like stepsisters, so like it doesn't count or something?
No, they don't want you at this time.
I'll never tell Mom.
Wait, I met your real sister. Was she with your other sister?
I was about to say, I only met one sister.
She was with another girl. I didn't know that was your sister as well.
This is basically like my little sister. We raised her.
Okay.
The darker one.
See, then it's okay.
Okay.
Because it's not blood. It wouldn't be
Rory. The darker.
So it's just like that. The porn I've watched,
or like all the couples in Dallas because they're all related.
I thought he was about to say Hollywood. Let's say that too. Yeah.
Not
so your
Dallas,
sister said
Houston.
They want me.
Yeah.
Your sister was cute though. What's her name? The one I took a picture with.
You took a picture with both of them.
Did I?
But the one that
looks like you.
The one that looked like
me. You shared DNA
The one that
with.
looked like me. Her name is Tylin.
Tylin?
Yes.
Tylin. Okay. Yeah. She was cool. She was like, "I'm Baby D's sister." I was like, "No, you not." She's like,
how
yes,
you
I
look
am.
at her and say, "No, you not"?
Yeah.
I knew it was as soon as she said it. Y'all look just alike. I said, "Nah, that's Baby D's sister."
And with the same red hair and everything.
I told her to walk around and tell fans she was me. And start taking
she
pictures.
could have got it off.
That could have worked.
Yeah, she definitely could have got it off because y'all definitely do look alike.
It was a family affair in Houston.
I didn't get to see her ass. She got a fatty?
Yes.
Oh shit! See, I didn't even see the fatty.
You should have known genetically.
You know what we was doing? We was shaking babies and you know.
Yeah.
You mean shaking hands and kissing babies?
No, shaking.
No, we've been
shake
shaking babies
and
all
kiss
tour.
hands. Yeah, we shake babies and kiss hands.
Legitimately was shaking a baby in the hotel lobby with tears in my eyes.
A lady just handed Rory a baby. And
I
said,
wish
"Take a
I wasn't
picture."
passed out for that.
Wait, so what? Again?
One of three people in my life that I found out passed within 7 days. I was in the midst of finding out in a hotel lobby, which we talked about in the last episode, right?
Yeah, in Dallas.
Well, yeah. No, it was in Houston.
Oh, Houston, sorry.
And a woman who did not know the pod, didn't know anything, just handed me her child and took a picture.
Yeah.
For Facebook.
While you were crying?
I had tears in my eyes.
Yeah. So it looks like Rory was crying like he just had a child.
But she didn't even give the baby head support. Like I had to. It was a top, like the neck was
the
fucked up
neck.
and shit.
It was boneless.
Just sat it up like babies could sit up. It was fucking weird.
Boneless, you know that.
Yeah.
Flubber.
It's like, babies are like warm gummy bears.
They're like popcorn chicken.
Yeah, they're like warm gummy bears. It's like they spill out of your hand if you don't hold them right. Like it's like
boneless. The boneless wings at Applebee's.
Boneless wing, yeah.
Oh my god.
You dipped it in barbecue, it'd be out.
Well, can we find the picture? I mean, I know it was a dark time of your life. Oh no. We want to laugh.
No, Eddin took video footage, but because Eddin is so fucking narcissistic on the low and like all his content is for his page, similar to Julian too. I think everyone around us does all the best content is for their Instagrams and like they're like at us.
At us? Like, oh yeah, those
Meanwhile,
guys.
the guys that run our socials take all the good stuff, put it on their page, and then like at New Rory and Mall.
Yeah.
No, I see what you guys are doing. So Eddin's instead of getting that footage, got like his reaction, like of him laughing instead of getting
took a selfie. Rory sent me the video. Eddin took a selfie video of himself reacting to Rory and the baby, but it's just Eddin's face in the frame. It's just
Eddin. And then you just like see me pass the baby off. Like it probably wasn't the funniest video that ever could have been, but instead you see fucking Eddin's face this close with his beard not connecting, and it's nasty. Pores just...
Yeah. Looking like just Benin just oozing out of his fucking pores. Just nasty. Fucking disgusting.
And wipe the Sazon off the fucking screen.
Wipe your face, Eddin.
I'm sorry, they're getting mad at us for our Spanish jokes.
It's fine. Happy Thanksgiving if y'all still celebrate that. Happy holiday. We were not together since last Monday, so we didn't see each other over the holiday.
How did everyone celebrate?
Listen, I stayed
squash. I don't know.
Like I ate squash. Fuck you, man. No, I had some good. I had like a Spanish meal, a vegan Spanish meal.
Vegan, really okay.
Yeah, it was really good.
So you weren't with family. You were with.
No, I had
one of the Namins.
No, I had my own meal.
Did she didn't have her kids with her that weekend? They were with Pops, so she cooked for you.
No. I had my own meal, and I had to like take it to the family's house and just like leave it in the corner. Like that's mine. Everybody knew. Oh yeah, we're not touching that.
Were you in the South or were you?
I was in New York.
Okay,
I was
Atlanta.
Home. No, I was home. I was in New York.
All right,
I was in New York. But I don't feel like we canceled Thanksgiving. I feel like we got past that, and this whole Friendsgiving thing.
That's the funniest thing about cancel culture in general. All the people that cancel stuff on Twitter all fucking day, every day, everything is an outrage. Everything is a problem. We're posting their Thanksgiving plates on the timeline.
Yeah, that's I didn't know.
It's very funny. It's a buffet, if you will, of cancellation.
But it's funny because I feel like
it was Happy Thanksgiving all over my outrage timeline.
Yeah, but I feel like they just moved it the day before and called it Friendsgiving. It's like, all right,
but that's exactly what the Pilgrims called it too. They're supposed to be friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Friendsgiving is actually more offensive to me. If you really get down to it, Friendsgiving is more offensive.
Are you shaking with outrage right now?
Yes, all the time. Nonstop.
But Thanksgiving is just more about getting family together.
That's what everybody said on the timeline. I said, I thought y'all canceled. They said, no,
one meets at the table and thanks the Pilgrims.
But you know what it is? Nobody eats at the table no more. Like, when's the last time? How often do families actually sit at the dinner table and have dinner?
Thanksgiving together. Probably the only day.
That's what I'm saying. That's kind of weird. It's like,
but even then, so much of Thanksgiving is if you have a lot of people there, it's grab a plate and find a place. It's not like one big table unless you're Frank Lucas.
Thanksgiving turned into a day for people to just get memes off and pictures of plates and act like they know old R&B.
Rory, you hosted. How was your Thanksgiving?
I barely hosted at that point. It was too much death going around. So it was like, there's food here if anyone wants to stop by in the midst of all this.
It was
so I didn't really host per se. My entire week got fucked up and moved around. So Thanksgiving wasn't anything more than, hey, there's leftovers. By leftovers, the actual meal that just was not eaten over here. So that's really what it was. But is the night before Thanksgiving not a thing? And I promise Reddit, this isn't me saying I'm getting too old or anything. I just feel like it's not a day anymore. Did times just change? The night before Thanksgiving used to be the thing.
Now. It's Friendsgiving.
We used to go out every single night.
That's a bar
the Wednesday before Thanksgiving was one of the most lit nights of the year.
Yeah.
I think the young people are still doing it. I just think we're getting older and starting to cook. So like we're like preparing ourselves for the next.
You know what it is ultimately? We just like being the fuck alone. I think when you get older and like you got a job, pay bills, you like, yo, listen, man, it's cool to hang out, but I'm not running in the club the night before Thanksgiving. I'm not doing that. I'm not going. That's like when people go to the strip club. I did a lot. When people go to the strip club like Christmas Eve.
That's excessive.
I'm like, bro, where's the kids?
That's excessive.
Who's with the kids, dog? Like, where's the kids?
No, because the strip club used to be fun before the night before Thanksgiving because, you know, sometimes you'd have either cousins or family that left and moved away or just never lived in your area and came for the weekend.
So you take them out for the night.
It's like, come, let's all go hang out. Sometimes you'll get the younger uncle that will come with you and that's usually fun. Before Christmas Eve is sick. If you're in a strip club before Christmas Eve.
I think we need to make that a monthly thing. I think once a month, we need to have a day, a weekend where we just get together and have dinner.
Okay.
Yeah, once a month. Why not?
And then just how humans, and it's funny you bring that up. With all the death that happened this week, I thought that too. I started thinking about the same things that people always think about when death happens. Damn, the calls I missed, texts I missed that I could have just done. I could have spent more time. I should have talked to these people more. Like, fuck, I'm so into myself. I'm only focused on work. Typical shit when people die. I feel like we would start to resent that the same we resent holidays sometimes. Like, fuck. All right, again this month I have to do dinner with y'all.
You think
it's
so?
human nature. I think for the first 2 months it would be amazing. Then by the 4th month, it'd feel like another chore.
Like we'll skip it. That's like, we're going to skip it this month.
Mm-hmm.
Then you look up next month, we're going to skip it this month. I get what you're saying. I just think that, people just get older and, they don't want to do the hosting thing. People don't want to be around people as much as they used to. Everybody has their own lives, doing their own thing. And you kind of feel that on the holidays now, especially if you don't have kids.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have kids, I think if you're single and you don't have kids, I think you feel it more on the holidays. Like, damn, like I really just don't really be around people like that unless I'm in a club.
Yeah.
Like not really in the house type shit.
Well, that's probably what the club is for. It serves its purpose. The night. All right, maybe Christmas Eve, I take it back. That could be good.
That's a very sick night to be in the club.
That's
Christmas
a nasty
Eve?
night.
That's the best night.
No, nasty.
Oh.
The night before Thanksgiving makes way more sense than.
I'm not mad at that. Christmas Eve, who's with the kids, fam?
Yeah.
Y'all just put them to sleep and was like, we out? Like, nah, that's dangerous. But
come on, Maul. You know the night before Thanksgiving, you went away to college and then you came home for Thanksgiving break. You know, come on,
Yeah, I went away to college. I wasn't enrolled there, but I spent a lot of time on campus.
Yeah.
Spent a lot of time on campus.
You went to Del State.
Enrolled. Yeah, never enrolled.
State, a whore.
But happy holidays to everybody that celebrated and had a good time with their families.
Julian, I don't know how much we can get into it, but
Julian, your
but
mom
you
was
had an
really
interesting.
hoping we were pushing.
No.
Right here.
We can carry on.
I'm trying to avoid that next topic. You existed during Thanksgiving, so tell us what happened.
Wait, what? Okay, sure.
Existed.
We
did exist.
We landed from Houston on Tuesday, and I got a text from my mom. I was going to go home Wednesday, and she said she had COVID.
Oh, what a dream text.
What a dream text. Thanks, Mom. You're a hero.
I caught COVID on Christmas Eve last year. I was beside. I was so excited.
Well, unlike you guys,
I texted the whole family, "Hey, can't do it this year."
I wanted to go home. I really wanted to go home. Because I don't see my parents often.
I can understand.
And my parents are older.
I'm joking.
And with everything that's happening, I really want to spend time with my parents. So my mom's sick, and I FaceTime her, and she just sounded terrible. And then 2 days later, my dad got COVID too. So
how are they doing, by the way? Jokes aside,
they're cool. It's funny you say like talk to family more. I'm really bad with constant communication, so I've been working on that more, and I've been FaceTiming with them, like seeing their faces, even though they're in the bed, like lights out, but. It's just like it makes me feel better because I wasn't there.
They're together in the bed.
Well,
pass the phone.
My dad's upstairs, my mom's downstairs because they were separated while my dad wasn't sick, and then my dad got it, so now they're still in separate beds, but they're eating together now. I don't know. My mom's almost done. My dad's like halfway through it. So,
gotcha.
Does anybody?
Well, I was more so asking non-COVID, like you FaceTime when they're in the bed together.
Oh, see,
do you feel like they like hang up and fuck?
No, probably not.
Like they rush you off the phone?
Probably not.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
They probably don't. They probably just sit there and watch TV till they go to sleep.
So what did
that's how like
do for Thanksgiving?
That's how you got here, right?
After Thanksgiving,
I'm sure.
I'm a direct descendant. I'm a product of
Valentine's Day?
Between your parents.
Valentine's Day. I'm born almost 9 months to the day from Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's corny.
November 13th. Valentine's Day is February 14th.
Yes.
So. Yeah.
So right around that time, Pops was getting busy.
My dad, my dad, I get it from him.
So your actual Thanksgiving?
My actual Thanksgiving, it was great. I spent it here.
How you know how your dad give it up?
My dad.
The walls were thin?
No, like it's stories. We're grown men. He tells me shit.
Okay.
About your mom?
Not about my mom. Like my dad.
Your Pops telling you stories about your mom is crazy.
My dad told me my mom had some fire. So.
What?
Yes.
Oh no! See,
nah.
That's the conversation I don't want to have.
Okay, go ahead, D. How was that conversation?
Man. No, let's talk about your Thanksgiving. But no, he said my mom had some fire, like with like a beholden look in his eye, like he stared off into space.
He's like, oh, like you got it too?
No, he just was like, yeah, she got some fire. And my younger sister said, yeah, must run in the family. And then we ended the conversation immediately. We ended the conversation immediately.
By the way, I've seen this porno too.
Yeah. Definitely seen this porno. Absolutely. So your dad and your mom have COVID.
Yes.
All right. So when is the last time anybody had just a cold?
I have one right now.
Did you go to the doctor?
No.
I'm pretty sure he would tell you have COVID.
The flu is running rampant in New York right now.
Yeah, the flu.
A lot of my friends were stuck in New York as well because of COVID. So,
listen, when this whole COVID thing happened and I was talking about the way I was, people cursed me out. You're fucking insensitive. People are dying.
I think they might demonetize this video if you say anything bad about COVID.
No, I'm just saying. Listen, but now that we know what we know, right? Years later.
Yeah. We know that it was a tragedy.
We know that we know that a lot of things were untrue. We know that a lot of people got on TV and was just freestyling. They didn't know what the fuck was going on. So everybody's getting sick. It is flu season in November, December, around the winter, fall, winter.
Yeah.
People get sick. And I'm hearing everybody has COVID. I have not remembered the last time somebody said I have a cold or I have the flu. I just don't know when the last time anybody has said that.
Eddin, right now.
Eddin has a cold.
He has a cold? Did he go to the doctor?
He took a bunch of COVID tests. They're all negative.
A bunch of COVID tests. They're all negative.
Oh, those are scratch-offs. That's the lottery.
I mean, monkeypox really gave us like a Barry Sanders career, didn't it?
Monkeypox had me ready to end it all.
It was a Barry Sanders career.
Yeah, it was short.
Monkeypox definitely had a shook, but they retired early.
I wouldn't even say Barry Sanders. We got to go shorter than that.
Yeah, it might have been.
It was Ricky Williams. Yeah, but I just don't know when the last time anybody just had a cold or the flu. It's just, I don't know. I'm just,
well,
I understand.
It's colds identifying as COVID. How about that? Does that make you feel better?
I mean, no, I feel great. You know what I mean? I feel great. I'm drinking a gallon of water a day.
Okay.
I'm pissing nonstop.
Nice.
And I'm just doing things, taking vitamins, doing what I can to fucking just not catch whatever the fuck is floating around.
Just an amazing, healthy human being. That's what you
I try to be, man. Listen, we only get one vessel.
Okay.
I fuck Rory up with that.
No, you didn't. You did not fuck me up. You actually annoyed the shit out of me when you said it.
Yeah, that's fucking you up. I fucked you up.
Actually, what annoyed me more was both of them went, Like you just said something profound. Like, that was not that.
Hey, I'm sick of all you niggas trying to teach us how to get money on the internet, too.
Great transition.
Yeah, no, I'm just, because it's a lot of shit that I had time with these 6 days off to sit back and look at. I'm sick of you niggas trying to teach niggas how to get money. Like, stop it, man. It's not that simple to get money.
What are some of the ways, Mal? What are they teaching
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I get it. Like, you monetizing, trying to teach people how to monetize.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Yeah, man. You put up $200 and then you ask someone else to put up $100, and then they ask someone else to put up that $100, then they give you that $200. And then down the line until it starts what we would call maybe like a triangle. What's another word for it?
It's reminiscent of a pyramid.
What the aliens made. The pyramids.
Yeah. And then someone gets like a pack of juice in the process that you might sell, but you don't have to sell.
What?
Like juice, not.
Okay.
I was about to say, wait.
Yo, all right, Maul.
What? I was trying to make sure he didn't say that. That's all. I was like, am I wrong for that? Listen, I don't want this thing to go too far off the rails.
And if it's not quite juice, like juice-ish.
Juice-ish.
Roy, we were in college at the same time. Did you have that? Those pyramid verve or whatever that shit was called?
No.
It was the juice scam that was like the pyramid scheme across.
Fam, you got to start putting a little more.
The juice.
Yeah, you got to put the C. You got to put the hard Crip C on there. Like you can't just like float past the C and like
they
double
scam, but in a different way.
Okay, yeah, true.
All right, so the juice did what?
There were people that were selling drinks on campus, and you would find someone to get beneath you to then take on other units of drinks, and then it was just kind of stacking drinks where it get to a point where you'd walk into someone's dorm room and it'd just be like a pallet of these drinks that they were like selling and pushing, and then some kid on campus was like the kingpin of this scheme, and he had a wrapped Mercedes C-Class that it was orange with like the name of the drink on the side. It was a whole thing. I lost a lot of friends over this scheme because I wouldn't join. I was like, dude, I'm here for college.
Yeah, like I'm here to learn, bro. I don't know what this is.
But for regular juice?
It was, it was like an energy.
Like who likes juice that much?
It was a stupid energy drink that was like running rampant across that part of Pennsylvania, those small liberal arts colleges. And there was like a big scheme. It was like Lafayette, Lehigh, Muhlenberg, Phillipsburg, like all those schools were all in on it. And the kingpin of it went to my college. And he had a Mercedes that he was driving around. It was orange. It was, anyway, I spent Thanksgiving alone.
You said all that. You said all of that to get to.
What's so funny is
I spent Thanksgiving alone.
Colleges have like convenience stores where you can like just buy shit. You don't even have to have cash. You can like swipe your ID and get free juice.
I remember I went to a convenience store on campus at Virginia State, and the dude in there told me to shut the fuck up and hurry up and pay.
Wait, why?
It was a dude standing behind me. I was about to pay for something. I was like, damn, this costs a lot. It's kind of expensive, right, bro?
Did he then say, I feel sorry?
Yo, shut the fuck up and pay. I was like, all right, let me shut the fuck up and pay then.
Did he then say, I feel sorry about your mother, and then you murdered him and his wife?
It wasn't the guy that worked there. It was a guy that was on.
And then your friend Kane wanted to go to Atlanta?
No,
and
smart
then,
ass.
Okay.
It wasn't the dude behind the fucking register. There was a fucking dude trying to buy a juice.
No, sometimes I feel like maybe you were a menace to this.
To someone called.
Anyway, I'm glad to hear that you're happy. Your happy Thanksgiving was.
You were alone. Lonely. Is what you're saying?
Yeah,
lonely Thanksgiving.
Right, I only brought that up. I didn't want to talk about COVID or anything. I was just wondering what you were doing on Thanksgiving.
Fine.
Because I feel like maybe I knew what you were doing on Thanksgiving.
You know what Julian was doing. He went to fucking Soho House.
Yeah. Soho House on Thanksgiving.
He went to check it out. It was a light night.
Busted down the unseasoned turkey.
Yeah,
from Soho House.
Come on, we know what Julian was doing. Baby D, what you did for the holiday?
I cooked. I cooked and cleaned and cooked and cleaned.
Baby D, when you gonna cook for me, yo?
When you eat food.
I do eat food.
When you tell me you eat
Why are
actual food.
You on TikTok, right? You on TikTok doing all kind of dances and shit. I know they got vegan chefs on TikTok going crazy. Save one of them videos, keep the recipe. And you know what I'm saying?
Okay, where I'm gonna cook it at, Maul? You won't allow us to come to your house?
No, you can come to my house. You can come to my house and cook.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will cook you a vegan meal.
Bring your sisters.
So Damaris was back home, and she's been on this podcast saying all the time that, like, oh, no one I talk to or any of my exes or anything are in New York City. They're all back home where I'm from. She was there for about a week, include a holiday. What was the inbox looking like?
All of my exes live in New York City.
Was the ghost of Pussy
Pass? Baby D.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Get your shit off, baby.
All of my old whores live in New York City.
Get your shit off.
Okay, what about
how many of them niggas hit you up for a plate?
Nobody hit me up for a plate because I don't put that kind of energy out there. They know that I'm unavailable.
Oh, you unavailable on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I'm single, but I'm unavailable.
Single, but you unavailable.
All the women that have claimed to be unavailable, has that ever stopped you?
No,
or stopped them?
No, I'm available. I don't know what your status is.
And so are they.
Yeah. You're unavailable? I'm available. Make yourself available.
Listen.
We can sit on this phone all night.
I'll pull up to the house. Cleaning. I made a whole meal.
It's my Thanksgiving.
Turkey, mashed potatoes.
Who did you have over?
My whole entire family. I had people from out of town that I haven't seen.
Oh, okay. So everybody came through.
Yeah. So my mom's house is that house. Like I had the grandmother that had the soul food Sundays every Sunday. So my grandmother passed. My mother took on all the holidays, but she's older now, so she can't really move around. So I cook.
So it's on Baby D now. What'd you cook?
Did you guys see my turkey? I sent a photo.
Yes, I saw it.
And then I made baked macaroni and cheese, green beans, collard greens, sweet potato pies, pound cake, banana pudding, cheesecake. Pound cake from scratch? Yeah.
Ooh.
Duh.
Yeah.
Dressing, everything.
Dressing from scratch.
Yeah.
Ooh.
People don't make dressing from scratch.
Maul wants to know if your sisters cook.
No, my sister she gets dressed for the living room.
I like them type. Them type right there. They go in the bathroom with you and talk about something for 10 minutes. While everybody downstairs watching the game, watching Brady.
What do they talk to you about in the bathroom?
Huh? Talk about the painting.
Yeah, of course.
But you just could use a little bit of a highlight. This wall right here need an accent.
In only 10 minutes, never mind.
Yeah. Talk about how the Giants cannot beat the Cowboys worth of fuck, and they're stressing me out.
Listen, the Giants have had their success for the year. I think it's over.
All right, let's not drag it.
All right. Remember I said it. Remember I said it. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, the holiday came and went. Everything was cool. And then unfortunately, Friday night, Rory called me with some very, very unfortunate and heartbreaking news that a friend of ours, one of our colleagues, one of our peers, one of our just all around solid, great person, Hovain, passed away unfortunately Friday at home. In Atlanta, I believe.
In Atlanta, yeah.
In Atlanta, Rory called me Friday night and gave me that news, and that was just like, it was just so heartbreaking to hear that and receive that news, man. And that really like shook me up, and that just crushed my entire weekend. Even now today, just moving around, it's just hard to kind of like process that. Just because if you ever had the pleasure of being in Hovain's presence, whether you were working with him or not, just being in a room with him, his energy, his positive attitude was just so, it was hard to miss. You know what I mean? He was just one of those guys that was just a good person to the core, man. And it hurts when you lose people like that, because in this business, in this industry, it's very rare that you meet people that will be selfless and will do things for you without asking for anything in return, without wanting anything from it. You know, and Hovain just epitomized that. He was a guy that literally, if you needed something and he had access or he had a way to get it done for you, he would do it. You know, always call or text, checking in on you, just giving you positive words. You know what I mean? It was it's been hard to process losing somebody like that, because you don't find guys like that. You don't come across people like that every day. So this is a huge, huge loss to, first of all, his family, I'm sure, and his close friends, the industry,
his kids, his wife,
his kids. It's just a huge loss. Hovain was just a one of one, man. Great, great guy. You know, just a loving, caring soul, very just selfless, very giving. So yeah, it's been hard, man. It's been hard because, again, you don't find people like that in this industry often, Rory. So when you have these guys that are in your life, and you know, you got to cherish them, and it's been hard. It's been hard to process that news, again, because he just one of one, great guy. We're gonna miss him. His presence will be, you know, with us, you know, in our hearts, but missing his physical it's gonna take some getting used to, because again, anytime he was in a room with Hovain, you know, always smiling, you know, always had great conversation, positive conversation, never spread no negative energy. You know, he never had nothing negative to say. Just a positive dude, man. And we're gonna miss him. He's gonna be one of those dudes that we talk about for a very, very long time. And again, prayers to his family, his kids, his wife, you know, Brooklyn. You know, it's gonna take some getting used to not seeing Hovain around, but we definitely got to live in his honor and his memory, and move the way he moved. Move with love, move with positivity, help somebody even if nothing is in it for you. You know, connect the dots. You know, put people in the right rooms where they can flourish together and make positive things happen. And that's what Hovain was. That's what he epitomized. He was a guy that just brought people together and always wanted to see good things come out of putting people in the same room. And we need to take that and move forward with that. I think that's how we honor Hovain. We move like he did, you know, and I think that in that he will be happy.
Yeah, man. He was speaking just from, he's like one of the last real managers, I think, in hip hop. Mm-hmm. Not the face of some artist where they're not even working. They're just there to be like, yo, I know you. Like, he was on the ground every day working. And the only manager I know that kind of bridged the gap where he was managing all of our favorite legends and making sure how to keep their legacy profitable. Mm-hmm. Like, he knew how to keep an older artist that may be like, yo, I'm a little older, I've got a family now, I can't just be out here all the time. Mm-hmm. Hovain had the perfect blueprint on how to keep them profitable and relevant. Mm-hmm. Then he goes and fucks with artists like La Russell and helps with them. Right. Like, that's a different type of manager to me. There is the legacy manager that is now, and then there's the new manager. Mm-hmm. Hovain is the only one I knew that did both and did it better than the legacy manager and the new manager. Yeah, absolutely. And that's just to speak on his skill set. Him as a human being, I wouldn't even know where to fucking begin. Oh, he was like
best of the best.
I met him through this music industry, obviously. Mm-hmm. I don't even know if Hovain and I ever did real business. Right. Like that made me like think after he passes, scrolling through our texts and everything. I'm like, yo, we was like just friends. Like, he would just hit me about music. We would just talk about like, he was just always checking up on me, never when he needed something, never when he wanted to do business, never would just hit, yo, here's some music. Yo, what you think about this? What you think about this? Yo, I'm looking at this artist. Yo, I saw what you just did. Like, he was just a good dude. And it's so funny to hear so many people have a similar story with that. I'm like, damn, how did he do all that?
Yeah, that's just who he was. Everybody has the same exact story about him. And that just speaks to who he was, man. He's a solid individual all the way around. The same with everybody, always greet you with love and respect, moved with integrity, moved with morals. And again, just always wanted to see people, you know, if you needed something and he was able to help you, he would run the play for you. He'd plug you with the right person. And even if he didn't want nothing in return, he just was like, oh, you need that? Like, I got my homeboy does whatever. And just made it happen, man. And just a good person. you know, like I said, always positive, always smiling, always laughing, you know, always had good things to say, you know, and always was encouraging, supportive, you know what I mean? And it's hard, man. It's hard to meet people like that in this industry. This industry is full of, you know, a lot of snake cutthroat, envious energy, you know, and Hovain was just the total opposite of that, man. And that's what really hurts when you lose people like that, because you know how precious a person like that is to his family, to the community, to the culture, to the industry. So again, I think we move forward with that energy that he had, with that light that he had inside of him. We move forward with that, and you know, we help people whenever, wherever we can, in honor of his name. So, you know, prayers and condolences to the family.
Yeah.
And you know, we're here, Rory and myself, for any type of support. And yeah, man, let's move forward like Hovain did. Let's move forward with love and positivity and just support for each other.
Yeah. And even like, it's so many people I met through Hovain that I'm so cool with today based off them just doing a solid for Hovain.
Mm-hmm.
Like, anytime, without getting into too much detail with certain stuff, everyone's been like, all right, I'll do the solid because Hovain asked me.
Mm-hmm.
And I've heard, again, so many people talk about that these last few days,
mm-hmm.
of like how much progression they've had in their career and life, like even not business wise, where it was like, yeah, it was off the strength of Hovain that I was able to have this connect or been able to do this type of business, or
mm-hmm.
because whoever you're trying to connect with said, all right, if Hovain said, you cool, you cool.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
And he was just one of those type of guys.
Yeah, like that was just him, man. Like he just wanted to see people, you know, do good things, and if he had a hand in helping it happen or bringing it together, that was good enough for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He just wanted to make sure that people was doing the things they wanted to do, and if he was able to plug you and kind of make it come to fruition, then, you know, that's just who Hovain was. He just wanted shit to happen. He really made things happen from a ground level. Like, you know, like you said, with Russell and, you know, everything he was doing with him and Styles, you know, Banks,
mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? It's just like, you know what I mean? He was everywhere, man. And he was just a positive person, man. I never seen Hovain upset. I never heard him say any negative thing about somebody. Like, I just
mm-hmm.
never, you know, when people pass, you just start rolling through the memories and just conversations. And I'm like, this dude never had nothing negative to say about anybody. Like, he just wasn't, that's just not who he was. And, you know, it's going to hurt though. That's a huge loss for us. That's a huge loss, losing Hovain.
Yeah, this loss is going to be one of those that's felt way later on, even though it's felt right now.
Yeah.
The more time goes past, we'll start to realize even more
mm-hmm.
how many rooms, how many situations, how many conversations, how many people were around that was all based on Hovain and what Hovain was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And Hovain will no longer be in those rooms or on those text threads or on those emails or
That's
at those shows.
Yeah.
It's going to start to feel like, oh, anytime I was around these people or with these people or
Hovain
talking to these
right
people
there.
or doing business with people, it was because Hovain was there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was the nucleus to so much shit that
mm-hmm.
is not just New York hip hop, just hip hop, period.
Right.
So, like, he's the 1 degree separation, I think, of everyone within hip hop to some degree.
Yeah.
Would be Hovain. That's
Absolutely.
our 1 degree of separation. If I don't know you, our 1 degree of separation is Hovain.
Absolutely.
So I think we're gonna feel it even more as time passes, as if we're not feeling it now. But prayers to his wife, for sure.
Prayers to his kids.
I saw that she put on her Instagram timeline, which I thought was beautiful for the circumstances. She said, everyone, please keep sharing more of these memories about Hovain. I know people think that may make me sadder, but it's actually making me happier to see how much he affected everybody's lives and,
mm-hmm.
you know, the positivity that he put within all y'all lives. Like, I thought that was beautiful for her to say and very strong of her to say.
Yeah.
So, rest in peace to Hov, man.
Rest in peace, Jonathan Hilton, better known as Hovain. We love you. We're going to miss you. But we're going to move forward with the energy that you instilled in us every time we had a conversation, every time we crossed paths. Nothing but love, nothing but positivity, nothing but support. So thank you for all the conversations, text messages, you know, anything you ever did to support Rory and myself. Very appreciative, but we always let you know that. So that's why, I know personally, I always let him know how much I appreciate him.
Absolutely.
And always saluted him. And was definitely one of the flyers. I used to always fuck with him about that. He used to talk about my sneaker collection. I'm like, cut it out, nigga. You got way more sneakers than I do.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the flyers. So salute to Hovain. Prayers to you, man. Bless your soul.
Yeah, man. So it was definitely a rough holiday week, to say the least, with Hovain.
Also, Ravy's mom.
Yes, Raven's mom passed.
Raven's mom passed away while we were in Houston, I believe.
Well, while we were in Houston. Then my uncle passed. Yeah. 3 for 7 was a rough 7 days.
Yeah. That's tough.
So yeah, to transition out of that, at least some great things happened over Thanksgiving break. Meek and Ross, who I forgot were even beefing, made up.
Can Meek and Ross really beef though? Like when we think about it, can Meek really beef with Rick Ross?
Yes.
Y'all think so?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Or can he just be upset about, like, again, we talking about beef or just upset at business dealings?
Well, that's what we're talking about.
That's beef.
Beef is not, I don't think, for me, beef means when I see
Beef is when you need to gas to go to sleep.
Be in ICU.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that's beef. Like, when I see you.
Sometimes I feel like it's when you make your enemies start your Jeep.
Something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
Best belief.
Like, I don't think that Meek and Ross had beef. I don't think Meek had beef with Rick Ross. I think that he had
You don't think
issues
Meek
with
was like, when I see you,
No.
guaranteed to be
Absolutely.
I see you.
Absolutely.
One more
not.
time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, no. See, that was not the energy. It was, I'm mad at the contracts, MMG, whatever the situation was, Meek was mad
Yeah,
about.
but that's beef.
They were also, actually, now
it's
that I
not.
think about it, they were also on a sample of What's Beef with the What's Free.
Yeah.
Were they trying to tell us something?
Even back then.
Aha.
Everything comes full circle.
And
I'm
yeah.
trying to tell you.
Meek was
During Thanksgiving, because Jay had said, don't say Happy Thanksgiving. See, you guys are not doing the science right now.
Right. I didn't even do all that science. My bad, Rory. That's why you're here.
Yeah.
Now, Rick Ross and Meek reunited at Meek's Dreams and Nightmares. Is it the 10-year anniversary?
10-year anniversary,
10-year anniversary for Dreams and Nightmares. The show in Philly. Meek had a bunch of money
The
back.
Wells Fargo Arena. Congrats to selling that out. That's
that was dope.
That's incredible.
That was dope. That was a great look for Meek. Congrats to Meek on selling out that show. I heard the show was dope.
Easy.
A few of my people went down there for the show. They said it was dope.
You didn't go down?
Nah, I didn't go to the show. But a lot of people came out. Moneybag Yo.
Okay.
Who else came out?
Fat Trell was backstage. Welcome home.
Fat Trell's home. Welcome home to Fat Trell. Obviously, Ross came out.
Looks like the Ross came out to do I'm a Boss.
Yeah.
Great
I would
record.
love to see that live, actually.
That's good, though. Like, that's good to see them, kind of like put that shit to bed. Like, man, listen, there's no beef. Whatever issue there was is obviously...
I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, I mean, because it wasn't a thing. That's my point. It's not a beef. I don't think that Meek Mill has a whole lot to thank Rick Ross for. And now, sometimes business is in a way and, shit isn't the way you want it to be. And you can be upset about that. But beef,
yeah,
I don't think that Meek can have beef with Rick Ross. I don't think they would
like
get to a beef point. Yeah, but it was business differences. It was like, Meek is mad about, he probably feels like he should have got paid for more off of his album sales or whatever, things like that.
Well, which isn't really in Ross's control to some degree, I will say that.
Listen, the music business we know it's a fucked up business, man.
Ross is in a joint venture with the MMG deal that would, have a pretty standard contract.
Yeah, MMG signed through Warner, so yeah.
So you were actually the reason Meek couldn't get his royalties or get paid what he was deserved. It was because of you.
Moses is signed to Maybach Music Group?
Really? Early crush.
No, this can't be. This
Love
can't be
Teacher
real.
Moses.
French Montana?
Updated. These are just former MMG artists.
When was French Montana on?
Or an affiliate.
Yeah.
This was when they were all passing like chains around. It's like we're all we the best. We're all
I'm looking at this
OVO,
like,
all...
bro, there's no way. No. Okay. All right. Got it.
Who is still active on MMG?
Contractually, I'm not sure. I know Wale stayed with Warner, but I don't know if he's still under the MMG imprint.
What's up with Wale?
He left MMG.
Is Ross even with MMG?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I know Stylie's gone. Gunplay, I'm not quite sure. Fat Trell, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I don't know. Well, not that important, but good to see that
Good to see that Meek and
together.
Rick Ross back on stage for the Dreams and Nightmares show in Philly. Shout out to Meek once again for selling the arena out.
Who else came out?
Friday came out. Did the I like Friday.
I like Friday a lot. I was texting with him over the week. I want him to come on the show when we're in LA.
Friday, I like him.
Yeah, Friday's dope. I'm curious to see what he does solo. He's been getting a lot of great looks that are well deserved. I know he's been running around writing everything for a minute. I like when all the writers and the people that have been like real studio rats for a minute finally get like the solo act time. Yeah. Because they usually have longer careers because they've been doing this for a minute. To see the way I fuck with Friday for real.
The way he moves in his solo career. Well, I mean, he's a solo artist, but it's gonna be good to see him move on his own projects and make the music that he wants to make. I'm looking forward to see what he does.
Well, I'm upset that you weren't at the show because I feel like you were a big part of like the 10 years of that record.
Fabio Foreign, Fab, Rowdy Rebel, A Boogie, Jim Jones.
Oh shit, it's
a great lineup.
I was so off the internet because of this week and everything that was going on. Was there a lot of clips of this? I didn't know Future.
Only Ross is the only one I'm seeing.
This is a fucking incredible show.
No, it was a great show. That's something. I had a few of my friends went down and they said the show was really dope. They really put on a good show that night. So that's a good look for Meek, man. Shout out to Meek. Shout out to Philly for showing up for one of their own and selling out the arena.
I did not listen to Flamers 5. I understand it's on DatPiff. I'll give it a listen. That's what I got.
Flamers 5. I got through the first like maybe 6 tracks. And then you know how it is listening on SoundCloud once your phone rings. Like somebody calls. It's like, all right, I'm not going back to the app. So
wait. I can't tell if this is an excuse or just hilarious. Yeah, anytime you're listening to music and your phone rings, the music will stop.
It's different on SoundCloud though.
Why?
Because I feel like once you hang up the phone if you're on iTunes, I feel like it goes back into the.
So, well, do you have the SoundCloud app or do you use it off Safari? Not Nicki's X, like the browser.
No, yes, I know what you're talking about. I think I have the app.
Well, yeah, the app it goes right back.
Does it? Mm-hmm. I listened to like the first 6. I'm gonna get back into it though.
So that's the reason why you didn't listen to Flamers is because someone called you and the SoundCloud app.
I was listening to
cool.
it. I went to SoundCloud app because I did like the fact that Meek was on his putting a mixtape out on mixtape platforms. I did like that. So I said, let me listen to it, give it a spin, and see what Meek talking about. But then,
what was he talking about?
Phone call. I mean, it sounded like Meek. It sounded like mixtape Meek. It wasn't nothing like.
She thinks I'm funny.
It wasn't nothing. No, I think she thinks you're crazy. It wasn't nothing that was like new.
Yeah, what was some of his like? What was the bag? Did he mention where he was from?
Oh, he gonna let you know you from Philly.
Yeah.
You know that. First 10 seconds in, I'm from Philly.
Did he mention like who maybe like what celebrities he drinks with or?
Yeah.
I heard one track. What was the one track we just listened to? Dreams and Nightmares 2? Who he said he was with?
I don't know, sir. I can take a guess though.
I'm gonna listen to it though, man.
We gotta stop because Meek really thinks we don't like him, and I love Meek. I'm honest about his music because I fuck with him.
To all 30 records.
No, I can assure you I'm not going to.
You're gonna go right to Munch.
There's a lot of music I don't listen to though. It's not a Meek specific thing.
A lot of the tracks are short.
You're gonna go right to Munch.
No, I heard that though. I heard Munch. That was one of the first songs I heard of.
Well, that was a snippet that was out from this.
Yeah.
So I heard it on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Like he was giving us a little preview with a Munch verse.
Listen, I don't care if Meek ever raps again in his life. I support and love Meek just off of his story and his progression. We watched it happen, coming from the corners, rapping, and to where he is today, selling out the Wells Fargo Arena. Like, you got to support any story like that.
Not that my judgment matters, and we can wrap up the Meek part. I think it's incredible he sold out a fucking Wells Fargo Arena. That's crazy. For a 10-year anniversary for a song. That's fucking nuts. I don't particularly care what's on Flamers 5. I like the direction Meek is taking as far as not wanting to do DSPs or not wanting to fuck with labels.
Yep.
I think that's a lonely fucking path. I encourage it. I think it's not the most profitable at the moment. I think it eventually will be. And I think if Meek is one of the first artists that tries it, he'll fail when others will succeed. So I think he may be setting himself up for failure, but it will be a necessary martyr to try to actually make money on records when it comes to streaming. I'm not going to judge Flamers 5. His actual album, I will judge. Because like I didn't like the last one. Meek is getting to an age where I no longer want to hear the same content. You got to give me something else once you get a little older. Not that my opinion matters.
No, it's your consumer, so you can voice your opinion.
I don't think there'll be much progression in his career if he, one, takes the route of not going to where all the community is, which is DSPs, and 2, having the exact same content.
I think
he's got to do one of the, like, if you're going to not go the DSP route, your content has to change. You have to give us a real reason to listen to it. And it's not a hit record. And it's not talking about the same shit you've been talking about forever.
I think
you got to give us something new.
He's banking on his core audience following him wherever he goes and supporting him.
And I think it doesn't spread. And core is fine. Focus on your core. Mad artists do that and they're extremely well off. Probably more well off than the people that don't have a core and are just on the DSPs with high singles. But if you're going to take this route, Meek, it can't just be Rollies, Philly,
Miami.
I know that I'm on Collins. I just got off the phone with Beyonce. Like it just can't be that.
Just get off the phone with Beyonce is crazy.
It is crazy. And it's that's an amazing thing. Don't get me wrong. If you're just going to go this route, you have to talk about some more shit. And it can't, everything he's talking about in his tweets and everything he's talked about with prison reform and interviews and all that, that needs to come into the music somehow.
Yeah.
And he did for that this on to be that free. Effective, no? Like he does that in flashes, but it's just not consistent.
Yeah. I think people just want a more mature, grown up Meek at this point. I think the obviously the party bounce and all of that, he's shown us that he can do that, whenever he wants. But I think people just want more depth. They want more something just more grown. His audience from when he came in, like you said, 10 years from the Dreams and Nightmare. So his audience that came in with him was 10 years older.
Yeah.
People got real things going on in their life now. Everything can't just be rolling Miami bust down. You know what I mean? You got to tell us how to cheat some of these taxes, my nigga.
I don't know. I don't completely agree because I feel like Jeezy and Ross rap about a lot of the same things too. They just have grown with the way that they do it. So their content might not be different, but the way that they do it, they've caught up with the times as far as their style or whatever beats they're using.
Yeah, I think that's what we're saying.
Jeezy's still talking about bricks, but now he's talking about real estate.
Brick by brick.
He made the bricks.
The entendre.
LLC Twitter's panties are wet right now.
Okay, all right. We can make jokes about LLC Twitter because I hate them too. But a lot of what Meek is saying on Twitter right now is a lot of stuff that we know within the music industry, but a lot of the fans do not know that do listen to him for the Rolly talk and its motivation that he got it from the mud, and now he can have the Audemars on Ocean Ave with the Instagram model bitch. That's motivation to them. So if he gets on LLC Twitter shit on his raps, I think that's progression. I think that's fine. I think he should do that. If he wants to be the elder statesman, which I know he can be because he does fuck with the kids too much to the point that his last album sounded like the kids. Yeah, be the elder guy. It's okay to preach sometimes.
He got to accept that role. It's become
corny, and the internet has done it where we really do vilify anytime a rapper does start to get on their preachy shit. And sometimes it does get annoying because music, for the most part, is supposed to make us feel good, and we do want to dance, and sometimes we don't really want to be preached to. There's a way to talk that talk without it feeling preachy. And I think Meek is at that point in his career, especially the way he's tweeting now. Yeah. Put it in the music.
If he gonna find his balance, and I just hope.
And I think he's still figuring out in real time because some of the tweets make me laugh.
I think
like him finding out that
Meek is underrated. He's an underrated tweet.
We're fucking with the Indians was just just read the next sentence. Meek, you're almost there. You're right there. It's just change a few words.
Man, I love Meek. I'm supporting Meek. I'm looking forward to the next album. I'm hoping that it's something different. I'm hoping it's a different level of Meek because I think he's important, first of all, to his generation, but just to the industry. Like, his story is the American dream. Like, the kid on the corner to now where he's at, preaching about prison reform. We actually saw it unfold in front of us. So we support Meek. We looking forward to the next project. I am going to finish Flamers 5, though. I am going to go back.
Unless I call you and you're on SoundCloud.
No, don't call me. Please don't call me.
All right, well then text me like, yo, I'm listening to Flamers 5. Don't call me.
I'll let you know what time. I'm going to lock out a window.
Maybe just do like airplane mode.
No, he going to call me anyway.
If you text him and say, yo, I'm listening to Flamers 5, I'm kind of preoccupied.
He's going to call me 10 minutes later. So how you feeling?
No, I will call you and I wouldn't say, I just be laughing. I'm preoccupied listening to Flamers 5. Don't call me.
Yeah, man. I'm listening to Flamers 5. Leave me alone.
Dropped everything you did, right?
Exactly. The AMAs pulled a Chris Brown, Michael Jackson tribute.
This is still being talked about. It's been like 4 weeks going.
No, it's been a week almost.
Oh, all right.
And I didn't understand why I've heard things that the Michael Jackson estate didn't clear it. Rory just said that he heard that they didn't want a convicted abuser paying honor to an alleged molester.
I believe is what the quote was, allegedly from the executives at whoever was putting the show together.
It's good of them to do their due diligence and not research any of that before a week before the show.
Listen, man. Whatever
Did they
it
get
is.
like the dailies of the rehearsals? And it was like, wait, I think I've heard of these two before.
It's just stupid.
It's just a weird, like, listen, I'm not saying where people's moral grounds are or whatever. It's just a weird time that you would book this type of tribute with these two people and then a week before go, oh, wait, I know these names. Isn't there something in their past? Let's cancel this.
Yeah, that's why the abuser honoring the alleged molester doesn't make sense to me. I don't believe that. Now, to me, when I read that the Michael Jackson estate didn't clear it, to me that made more sense.
Okay, but to do something, I'm still going back to the execs. Yeah. Whatever's true and what's not true. All of these things can be true or false. If one of them is true, I'm still looking at the execs in an extremely weird way. Why would you even start this without it getting cleared by Michael Jackson's estate?
Yeah.
This is going to be a moment. It's Chris Brown, who everyone is compared as far as dancing goes to Michael. He's that, like, it's going to be the biggest moment in however many years for this award show.
Absolutely.
You wouldn't be like, all right, maybe let's talk to the Jacksons. Or maybe we should research Chris Brown's background and Michael Jackson's back. Like,
people were saying it was just a
were they on vacation? I'm just confused.
For like outrage marketing, knowing that they were going to pull the performance. They just wanted it to get put out there. And then when it would come time to actually, like days before the show, pull it and be like, look how good we are for not supporting these two.
But that just speaks to outrage marketing and how not good they are. Like, why would you
the AMAs are trash. I think we can just say that. No one gives a shit about the AMAs.
Which is why they needed this tribute.
This is more important than any of the awards. But here's the thing. Out.
Didn't Chris Brown do a Michael Jackson tribute on BET since his incident with Rihanna?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe so.
So, like, what is the AMAs talk? Like, what are they talking about?
See, the statement I'm seeing from a DCP spokesperson was, live shows change all the time. It's the nature of this business. Unfortunately, this element of the AMAs didn't come together as we couldn't align on the performance, to no fault of Chris Brown.
Cap. That's bullshit.
Well, whatever it is, I love the fact that...
Of course, live shows change, but this is...
Yeah, that's
like a pretty integral part of that show.
This was like the biggest...
That's probably what it was should have been centered around.
Yeah, apples and bowling balls definitely compared to that.
Like this was... I do love the fact that Chris Brown put out videos and clips of him rehearsing.
Oh, no, the performances look great. But then even them... Well, was it booing? Because I saw the headline and then I clicked the clip of Chris Brown winning an award and Kelly Rowland accepting the award on his behalf.
Yeah.
And defending
I wouldn't
him.
say it would be straight boos, but it wasn't a amazing response.
Now, did this have something to do with, I know
video...
How many
times Chris Brown has won awards and they've cheered since the Rihanna?
But that's what I'm saying. Last week, I do remember a video resurfaced of Chris Brown detailing everything that happened that night.
From his, he did like
He did his own documentary, right? Talking about
that was years ago he did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know when the timeline gets a hold of even something old and then it becomes topical again. Yeah, and then it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, but they have to we have to get past that, bro. We have to move past that. Like, that's absolute bullshit. Like, because you now are seeing something that I filmed and I said and I admitted to and I put out to the world 6 years ago, 7 years ago, however long it was. Now that you just finding that, like, you're booing me, you're canceling, like, bro, this has been out. Like, what the fuck is? How is that even something that's allowable? Like, how can people just cancel somebody for some shit that, bro, I put this out already. Y'all are just catching this. Like, I admitted to what I did. Like, this was years ago. I'm sorry. I apologize. I've done my therapy. I've gone to whatever I had to do. I went through the courts. I did all of that is behind me. I've been on tours. I've won awards. All of that is behind me. Like, how is this now something that people are like, oh, boo you? Like,
well,
what?
The big thing that I saw rhetoric on the timeline, a big discussion was, has his behavior really changed? Is what I was saying. It's like, okay, you apologize for this, but has your behavior really changed?
Has he been accused of putting hands on a woman since then?
Yes.
Oh, see, I don't know about that.
I wasn't aware of that.
What was her?
I'm not saying it was true or not.
She went on Ayanla and told everybody he pushed her down the stairs and had multiple restraining orders against him.
Oh, see, I really
didn't see that.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Sincerely,
I didn't know.
Did not see that.
But even, I mean, and not to excuse any of that behavior,
I don't think I did.
With that being said, it seems like the general consensus from the public, whether it be right or wrong, was that everyone was okay with the standing of Chris. They were okay to give him this platform. They were okay to let him do the tribute, including the BETs, other award shows. He's been winning awards. He's been going through the motions. It just seems odd that this moment is. I literally think the AMAs created this whole thing just to get some buzz.
What year was
it? Didn't turn into views for them. No, it was one of
That was a while.
It got like, who talks about the AMAs? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
So I think it was just more about keeping the awards relevant, and now they're patting themselves on the back for being like, oh, well, we got a 2-for-1. Michael, who we're just saying is guilty because that's what we're doing. They put their foot down on that.
Yeah.
And then Chris, someone who's admitted his wrongs. Granted, like, however.
Wait, you said Michael is guilty?
I'm saying they've decided that they said this alleged. But when they're saying that and they pull it, you know what they're saying.
Listen, man, I don't know what the fuck is the AMAs, who runs it, who. This was absolutely just stupid, dumb. You just found out that Michael Jackson was an alleged molester. He was cleared of all charges. He was never found guilty of anything. Like, so we don't even have to entertain that. And then now you're saying that you weren't aware that Chris Brown was a convicted abuser.
Listen,
like, this is just, I don't know. But either way, like you said, the AMAs is not really relevant. People don't really.
I do think there's redemption in people. And I think Chris is, again, I only am speaking to the Rihanna one. I'm asking Damaris what year that
was 2015 when that Karrueche interview.
15. I don't, if I saw it, I've thus forgot it, but I wasn't aware. But even then, I feel like there's been some redemption with it. I think he's admitted to everything he did wrong, took the steps. If I'm not wrong, Rihanna has publicly said she's been trying to get past it and wants to move on with it. It's not okay what he did by any terms.
Never.
And shouldn't be excused. But I think there is some redemption if people make even awful mistakes sometimes. But
listen, not to excuse
especially
nothing,
when it's admitted and said.
How old was Chris Brown when that happened? I think they were like 21, 22 maybe.
They were both very young.
They were young.
And made a mistake that you should never make, that you should never put your hands on a woman. I don't give a fuck.
He was 19.
Oh, he was 19. 19 years old when this happened.
Rihanna was 20.
You should never put your hands on a woman. I don't care what the situation is. But again, at some point, you go through the court system, you're found guilty, you serve your time, you go to whatever you have to do after for help, therapy, counseling, whatever it is that you have to do. And then you allow people to show you that they've changed and move forward. And if we're at a point where now people are just finding old videos of him, detailing what happened that night and still wanting to cancel him because of that, I don't know what the fuck is going on anymore.
Yeah, so. And if he was still denying it and still doing it, that's drastically different.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing.
I do believe in redemption for people.
Now, the Karrueche thing I had no idea about.
That's why I'm being on the fence on this one because I'm not quite sure of everything else. But as far as the Rihanna situation, I do think there can be redemption in that. And I don't think we are every mistake that we've made, if we've admitted them, got help for them, taken accountability, and not continued with it. Yeah, I think there's redemption with people.
Listen, if you're going to hold something over somebody's head that happened when they were 19, again, not excusing what happened, not excusing the action, but, all of us have done things when we were 18, 19, 20 years old that we look back and be like, damn, what the fuck was I thinking? What the fuck was I doing? But you live, you learn, you grow, you move forward. You got to allow people that space and that room to grow and move forward. And I don't know, this whole cancel culture shit is just like, it just threatens the ability to move forward. So,
and Disney, who produces the AMAs, and they've always had a long history of being a strong moral compass.
Yeah, absolutely.
Decided that
Disney.
The performance to MJ would be too radioactive, but they said Chris could still perform. But they wanted him to devise an alternative plan, and Chris said it was all or nothing. So I guess that's what ultimately
I would be with Chris on that one. If you asked me to do a Michael Jackson tribute, I'm only doing the Michael Jackson.
Because at that point, it's his artistic integrity. Like, he had the show planned, he had his tribute set. If you're what would the alternative be? Yeah.
Either way, AMAs, nobody cares about your show. The Chris Brown, Michael Jackson tribute would have been the only reason that
if there even is one, list of all AMA performers. let's get back to this buffet. Let's see who's performed. And let's see their squeaky clean past. I'm not saying this year, just in the existence of this award show.
Oh yeah, that's a whole. You trying to go down a whole. I know what you're trying to do, and I'm with you, but that's just a whole list of shit.
And here's the thing: I'm not trying to do that to them.
Yeah,
but
I feel you.
Not even just that, like who Disney works with. Period. If it's
I think Disney can have some redemption for having an extremely shady past and moving forward too.
Exactly. Yeah, AMAs, y'all dropped the ball. Nobody cares about your show. We was only watching for Chris Brown's tribute to Mike. I do want to thank Kelly Rowland for the words of positive words she had for Chris Brown. She's such a class act. I love Kelly Rowland.
Such a class act.
She's so fine.
She's classy. She's a classy woman. Love her.
Speaking of class acts.
Speaking of class acts, Julian is one of the 2,000 people who downloaded Saweetie's album.
Does that make me a bad bitch?
Yeah, you are a bad bitch, Julian.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know if you know that. You're one of the baddest. Saweetie she sold 2,000 copies of her album the first week, and the entire industry seemed to be, I don't know, talking about it for whatever reason. Now I'm on record saying how much I love Saweetie. I am not one of the people that download her music. I just love her personality. I think she's.
You would buy her cookbook though, right?
I feel like Saweetie. Nah, she probably ain't got no vegan recipe.
You tried a McDonald's meal?
No, I didn't.
Well, I don't know. Do you consider a cup of noodles and Cheetos vegan? I think that's the first page of her cookbook.
That's astronaut food.
No, that's prison food.
Yeah, astronauts eat shit like that. Yeah, so the industry, I saw Berg, he tweeted something about her sales, blaming the A&R, said it's giving me bad A&R vibes. He blamed bad management. Whatever people want to say. I just think that at the end of the day, the music is not strong enough. You can be beautiful. You can have however many millions of followers on social media. If the product that you're selling and pushing to the people is not of a certain quality, of a certain level, certain caliber, people are just not going to support it. And that's just what it is. So people can have their deep dive pieces on why she only sold 2,000 in the first week and all this.
Let's have a deep dive.
I've seen some people saying she's not a fourth quarter artist. I'm
not trying to go on that deep dive.
I'm just saying, like,
she isn't a fourth
only
quarter
Mariah
artist.
Carey is a fourth quarter artist at this point.
I mean,
yeah, for real.
It's just.
All right. So when was the last Saweetie single? Let's do a quick deep dive.
I don't know.
As much as we can blame Saweetie as far as what music is.
What is Saweetie's hive called?
I have no idea.
The Saweeties?
I don't know. I would say
the
McSweeties or something like
that.
that.
You know. What's the name of them?
The 2000 Club.
The Icy Gang? Icy Gang, I think it is.
Icy Gang?
I think it's something like Icy Gang, yeah.
Okay, if you're in the Icy Gang, IG, Rory.
So does that mean a man owns that? Because he was the one that...
Wasn't that Quavo?
It's cool. No, women empowerment. Okay.
No, women empowerment.
Does he get his royalties? When was the last Saweetie single? Was it the Doja Cat, Bestie and a Tessie?
No, she's put out multiple ones, but if I name them, you wouldn't even know. The one that you might recognize video-wise was The Closer, featuring her.
Okay, I vaguely remember that.
Yeah.
All right, so why would you put an album out at this time? I will agree.
There was no single.
Listen, I put a lot of accountability on artists. If the music don't hit, that is your fault at the end of the day for the most part. But someone that has been very much a single artist...
Yeah, they have to set you up the right way, though.
As someone that's been a single artist, I didn't even know this fucking came out.
Yeah.
Me either.
And Saweetie is one of the most popular people. I'm not saying artist-wise, like music, etc.
She has
you have to put the proper popularity bullshit rollout stuff with artists like this. And that's not a dig to her, but that's the type of artist she is.
It's a clear disconnect. It's a clear
videos,
disconnect.
And whatever the fuck is happening around her world.
Yeah.
We've said Saweetie does make good singles. I've heard plenty of Saweetie.
She has multi-platinum
She fucking makes good music. Yeah. But if you're going to do a full album, even they made Cardi B wait 4 singles in before they put her album out.
Yeah.
And all 4 of those singles was fucking platinum before they did that. This seems like the label management or A&R in Berg's defense fucked up here. Why would you put this out?
I like what Berg said. I think that was pretty much spot on for me. Like it's something. It was a disconnect between her management, A&R. It just wasn't a good plan. obviously just blew up in their face. She should not have put this album out.
And she also is like, Saweetie, her biggest platform is her social media. Because of all the things that happened with the Quavo breakup and then the rumors about her sleeping with Offset, she took a huge social media break.
Yeah.
So your biggest platform, your biggest tool, you weren't even utilizing.
Yeah.
Did she
and didn't come back with any?
Because she said some things that rubbed people the wrong way. Because didn't she have some lyrics on the album that addressed that situation? They were like, if your rollout is going to be attacking that family, pick a different route.
I don't think that was her rollout though. And I heard that bar. They kind of overreacted.
I honestly haven't listened to any of it. So
pull it up because I saw the snippet on Twitter when it came out. I don't necessarily think that was about Quavo,
people
Offset,
gonna make it
or
about
Takeoff.
They're gonna make it about that.
It wasn't as far as like the Meg Drake bar where it's like that's pretty fucking direct.
The song is literally called Messy.
All right, we'll pull up the bar.
Bitch.
It seemed extremely broad to me.
No, that's Quavo.
That's Quavo. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like, granted, her team,
I think that's
Saweetie is known for having an amazing team. Like we praise her team all the time because Saweetie isn't the greatest rapper, but she gets all the deals. Like, and I just feel like they failed her this time badly because I listened to Pussy Rap and I heard nothing about this until I heard that it failed.
Pussy Rap. I like that.
I never heard of.
It's probably a double entendre.
I'm definitely a pussy rap connoisseur.
Pussy rap connoisseur. Me too.
You get it, Rory?
I've just never heard a woman rap about her pussy before.
Open your ears.
Or your mouth.
It's like comedians too.
You're not listening with intent.
No, according to all women rappers, they just keep putting their pussy on our mouths and leaving.
Look at right on cue.
I'm gonna put this pussy in his mouth.
I wasn't even looking at the screen.
Don't you tell nobody we fucking. That's right. Shut your mouth, nigga. Don't say nothing. See,
that's why nobody buys.
It's a good bar though.
Listen, I'm all for like women being like aggressive and shit like that. It's kind of sexy, but you can't talk to any self-respecting man.
People
like
love when you read verses. Can you do?
No, because y'all like to laugh at me, man. Y'all trying to make a fucking mockery out of me, man. But fuck it, here we go.
This is a great verse.
All right, verse 1. Saweetie says, "Why niggas always speaking on who I'm fucking on? He must have got excited when I FaceTimed with nothing on. Ooh, I love when they FaceTime with nothing on. Yeah. Them same lips that's yapping be the ones I nutted on. 100K, please. Know how much paper I be touching on? That's light. Rory, you better check my net worth."
She said my name in this?
Yes. Post a pic in his sweatshirt.
Stop. Because she didn't FaceTime me with nothing on. Why am I catching a sub? Sub me on the first 2 bars before.
Yeah, you caught one.
Google
Post
her net
a
worth
pic
for me.
in his sweatshirt. I bet it have my ex hurt. That's what I get for kissing on these frogs.
Oh, I get
He got mad and told my business to the blogs. Damn. Nigga, pause. I'm appalled. Need to chill out. Okay. Yeah, I pull up, then I bust, then I peel out. Said he was a boss, but he talking like a groupie. I knew he wasn't ready for this pretty bitch cooch. Ooh, she talking bad on that.
Okay.
That's your shit,
So, that's my. I'm about to download this mother. Only 2,000 people downloaded this shit. She talking bad on this mother.
This is the one that everyone was saying was insensitive because
it was
the
lines was them same lips that be yapping be the ones I nutted on. That was, I think, the line that people thought was.
That's why I said this dog. Yeah. See, all right. Thank you.
Come on, man. You know how many?
When I heard the show, like this is not.
You know how many lips Saweetie fine ass probably nutted on? Like, cut it. Come on, man. Stop.
Respectfully,
of course. She asked before.
0. She's not married, and she would not. That wouldn't happen until after marriage.
I read that, and I never felt like she was talking to anybody in particular. That's just a universal.
It's a communal nut.
Yeah, it's a communal nut. Like you talking shit about me. Like, come on, man. I done sat on your face before. She talking bad. What's the name of this? Don't say nothing. I might have to go download this motherfucker.
And I mean, after the 140 songs that the Barbs leaked, we don't even know if Saweetie wrote this.
That was Lotto.
Well, no, the Barbs leaked it.
Oh, verse 2. She come in talking crazy like that?
Oh, go, please.
Don't make me refund the dick. Send his ass back because he came too quick. Now, hold on now, Saweetie.
Still beat though.
Let me guess. Her pussy was so good. Yeah. That's why you
sometimes, yes. What you want me to do? Your shit. Why
you guys are the ones that can't stop shutting the fuck up about how good it is.
Yeah, why you come over here with this good pussy like this?
It can be trash, and you can also nut in 2 minutes. There's like a lot of variables.
There's
a lot of variables.
Yeah, I could be excited.
Yeah.
Like,
I could be battling demons.
I could have been shaking the snake before you got there and just didn't finish. Like, you know what I mean? It's not all about you all the time.
Not finishing when you beat off is funny.
I'm just saying. Julian's looking at me like, what the fuck?
Well, based on what what your dad said. I just want you to know.
She said that shit wasn't busting. I knew I shouldn't have fucked him. Something told me not to trust this nigga. Now my business in the streets. I should punch this nigga. Now, Rory, you've had this type of energy.
Wait, what type of energy I've had?
You've had a girl where she wants you just punch you. For putting her business in the streets.
I have never put a woman's business in the streets.
That shit wasn't busting.
Wait, we're not gonna roll over that. I didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry. I knew I shouldn't have fucked him. Don't you say a thing. The ad lib is sick. Don't you say a thing.
His vibe was so moist.
But his vibe was so. No, wait a minute.
The pussy
now,
was. That's why I nutted quick.
Wait, because she's flipping the rhyme scheme.
Hold on. Because we got to see where she going. Where she taking us. But his vibe was so moist. Told him I'm going to fuck him in a Rolls Royce.
Okay.
Sent over a car. I had no choice. Got to his estate and them gates opened. Now, if you have an estate, I'm pretty sure she's going to fuck you wherever you want to fuck. Licked around my waist and my legs opened up. Can't lie. I was stuck for a second. He was giving me that pressure. Like this nigga might be special. He was doing all the extras. I was loving how he thugging.
Licking pussy?
Yeah, he pimping. Oh, excuse me. That's my own song. Yeah, he pumping and he pumping. Oh shit, this nigga coming. Don't you say a thing.
You forgot the yikes.
Oh, yikes. Oh shit, this nigga coming.
Yikes are subconscious when it's happening.
This is a Dr. Seuss
read this shit like you turning the fucking picture book for the young kids to see after.
No, this is gonna go down like
Dr. Seuss.
In 40 years, they're gonna teach
you say yikes when he comes. Why is that a bad? Now it's bad that he came.
It's like, oh shit, this nigga coming. Yikes! Like damn, it was fast as fuck.
Yeah, but that like I said, y'all ladies got to start getting mad at that because it's really a beautiful thing when you think about it.
True.
We ain't got to because.
And what if I come right back like
more than 10 minutes?
So are you gonna come back like Jordan wearing the 4-5?
Round 2 always lasts longer.
Hell yeah.
So like just get the first one out the way.
Get the first one out the way. Boom. Now we can sit down, talk for a second.
Have some water.
Give me about 12 minutes and I'm ready to go again.
So that's your bounce back time is 12 minutes.
About 12 minutes.
12 minutes and a bottle of water.
12 minutes. Get some, you know what I mean? Some pastries.
Well, we know Maul's routine is the wine and wall squats.
Oh yeah, that's before. Yeah, you got to drink some red wine.
Not on the bounce back.
Rory, what about you? What's your bounce back time?
If I'm off the chew, 0 seconds. I'm just wipe it off and put it back in.
Wipe it off and put it back in is fucking nuts. That's definitely some white boy shit.
So I had to
wipe it off and put it back in.
Yeah, come on, that pre-cum shit can fuck you up. You gotta make sure it's properly all out the tank.
That's a 30-second timeout.
Son, wipe it off and put it back in?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Make sure there's no little residuals.
The ball.
Yo, wipe it off and put it back in. What are you wiping?
And if she on the BC, just put it back in.
Whatever t-shirt he had on before he stripped.
Before Christ?
Yeah, because I'm praying she's on birth control.
You ever have a girl tell you she's on birth control if you just don't believe her?
Yes.
Oh man, let me tell you something. Hey. All right. Stop it. Don't you do that.
What?
Oh shit, this nigga coming.
Yikes.
You said yikes too. She didn't say yikes. You said yikes.
My bad.
Am I as red as I feel?
Yes, you're as red as October. Oh my god.
Yo, so you guys really think those bars are about Quavo?
No, absolutely not.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Hey, fuck y'all. Y'all only downloaded. Only 2,000 of you niggas went out and got Saweetie's album. Fuck y'all, man.
Oh man,
she on here spitting. It's more of this type of shit on here, Damaris.
I didn't listen to that shit.
You just said you a pussy rap connoisseur.
You know what's great about these rappers though? All it needs is a new single and Saweetie's back. Like this won't kill her career like it would have.
All Saweetie got to do is go to Jamaica.
That's why I was trying to figure out why Hitmaker was on Twitter instead of in the studio flipping another fucking old classic record for her to bop to.
Man, all
she
Saweetie got to do is go to Jamaica, put on a bathing suit, take some pictures, man, flood the fucking Instagram algorithms with that shit, and then put out a new song. She'll be all right.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
that's all she got to do. Now,
do you think she'll tour this?
Small intimate venues.
Yo, Rory, never getting invited.
It'll be intimate venues.
SOBs.
So I wasn't gonna get invited if I praised this. So
yeah, right.
It doesn't matter.
I think she could do small intimate venues. Like she can get like a real.
Did you guys see that her team isn't? Vlad is like trying to out her because her team doesn't want her to do Vlad or Baller Alert.
He said she would have sold more if she did his.
No.
Anyway,
yeah. All right. I don't want to make this a shit on Vlad thing because it's like too easy. It's like picking on a kid. It's just too easy type of shit.
Oh my god.
let's get into like actual data. How much of Vlad's audience do you think is male?
Oh, at least 85%.
You are giving it 85%?
At least.
I'm going to go 95.
Yeah, I thought that was being generous.
And, which is fine, because ours is probably 95% as well.
It's actually not. I have our analytics.
All right, well, cool, yeah.
About 70%.
Nah, they be at our show. Them hoes is in the crowd.
They are respectful.
I mean, they're respectful.
Women will spend the money and buy the merch.
Ladies.
And I'm not mad at Vlad saying if Saweetie would have taken that interview, she would have sold more. He has a big platform. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, she would have sold 3,000 instead of 2.
He said she would have sold 10 times more if she did a Vlad interview.
Come on, man.
So you think Vlad's 95% male audience would have watched a Saweetie interview and been like, well, can't wait to stream this.
Stop it, man. Stop it.
Yeah, for someone that is so smart, he is sometimes one of the dumbest people I hear speak.
No, it's just sometimes your ego takes control of what you're saying.
That's true.
He said her loss. Here's the tweet if you want to read it.
Do you think he really typed that?
I don't think he really believes that.
You know why that's corny, though? I'm going to tell you why that's corny. Because if she sold a shitload of records and didn't do his interview still, he wouldn't be saying that.
No, he wouldn't have anything to say. That's why it's
corny. Yeah, I can't respect that.
But I think he was mad because their team reached out and they passed. So this was his get back, was saying, look,
okay, but like how butthurt are you as a man to go tweet about Saweetie?
He has a track record of being a butthurt man.
Yeah, because he got mad.
That's what he looks like?
He said he would never do a Rory and Mal interview, and we never asked to.
He looks like Woody.
That's like when Trump said...
We never brought him up once.
That's like when the Golden State Warriors won the chip, and Trump was like, they're not welcome to the White House, and Curry was like, we said we weren't coming. Like, we're not going. He's like, well, you're not invited. No one wants to go.
Yeah, like, whatever.
Her loss.
It is what it is. Hey, Saweetie, you talking that bad, though. I might have to listen to what else she's saying on that album, though.
You are so full of shit.
I might have to give it a spin. She talking bad on that. What's that? Don't Say Nothing. I'm about to download that motherfucker right now.
And I actually didn't even like Saweetie's response to Vlad.
Yeah, she kind of like, yeah.
What did she say?
Vlad, I love you. Here's a screenshot of...
She didn't stand on it. It's like, you're not
no, which is fine.
And you're not talking to your team because your team turned him down. You need to talk to your team.
And then Vlad even got spicier to her after she was very humble about the entire thing. I thought she was too humble. And he was like, you need to check your team. Like, Vlad is the fucking your dad or some shit. Like, I don't know. Maybe not even keep this. It was just a very weird back and forth to the point that I feel like this back and forth almost felt planned.
Staged.
From the first tweet, it felt that way. And now I think we're about to get a Saweetie interview with Vlad.
Ew.
I'm not the person that thinks every last fucking thing is some cryptic rollout that was planned, but this one feels like it's one of those. Because even that was weird to me for Vlad, and I think Vlad is a very weird guy. But him even putting that out, she'd do 10 times numbers, her loss, like even that is even more catty than Vlad usually is. And more butthurt than Vlad usually is. This entire thing felt like Saweetie's team is setting up some crazy Vlad interview where Saweetie finally tells the tea to everyone.
Which would be
because
so
I think
stupid
Vlad,
to me.
as much as Vlad and I have disagreements on shit, he's not a dumb person.
Yeah.
I could see this being an orchestrated thing and an intelligent one.
Well, I really hope that she doesn't do that because she was on Carisha Please and said nothing about anything. Like literally just like, I don't tell my business. I'm not doing anything. My legs are crossed. I'm a lady. I don't kiss and tell. Like,
yeah, because she's about to be in the puff. She's about to be in the puff thruple.
Okay.
No?
That's
All right, my bad.
A visual I did not need in my head, but here we are.
It's the new rollout. All right, fine, cut it.
I like it.
No, we're definitely leaving it.
Balenciaga released a disturbing child campaign that had children holding teddy bears that seemed to have some BDSM vibes. They were wearing like leather harnesses and I don't know, other weird shit. And people seem to be pretty upset and bothered by it, understandably so. I didn't understand where the art was in that and the correlation of fashion was in that. I didn't get it. So anytime you use children for a campaign or any images and you have little subtle things like that in it, those are adults that makes those decisions. So what are the adults thinking? What are they doing? We all know that people sometimes are very nasty and very fucking just vile and disgusting. And this seems to be the latest discussed that people are kind of bothered by with Balenciaga.
Why are they bothered by it? It seems very on brand. Children make the clothes. Why can't they be in the ads? They exploit children when creating these fucking pants.
No, not that.
These are white children, Rory.
Not that children
I'm sorry, I forgot my bad. It's white children that are next to wine glasses, so it's an issue. But we've never talked about how we exploit kids to make all this.
No, not that children kid being in the ads. It was
not the Malaysian.
It was
children.
The imagery with the teddy bears,
the teddy bears.
Yeah, it was just.
There were also like court documents placed. If you did a little bit of Googling, you could find out that these were certain court cases that were related to sex offenders and like big Supreme Court hearings where. A lot. It was odd.
If you dig, it's nasty. If you dig, it's nasty.
There was a book.
It's disgusting, but because these are advertisements, it's a way for all of us to advertise how outraged and amazing we are.
Outrage marketing.
Meanwhile, do I think these ads are disgusting? Of course. I think it's the fucking beginning of the sentence, and we should be focused on the period, which is they exploit children to make all of this material, all of these factories. They're also ran by fucking wild sex offenders down to everything that you guys are talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to get mad at the ad. This is where we start becoming fucking amazing. So I've had a long week, guys.
No, I get it.
I know I've ruined this episode. I'm well aware.
No.
You didn't.
You're not wrong. You've been doing great.
No, you're completely
This
right.
This is just
Thanks for the encouragement.
Another notch on the list of nasty shit from the fashion world, and a lot of celebrities remaining quiet about it is very telling.
Kim made a statement about her relationship with Balenciaga, basically saying she doesn't condone this, but she needs time to think about her relationship.
Yeah, we're gonna see how
she
they
did the NBA
the
Kyrie
brand.
thing. She's gonna give Balenciaga some homework. They're gonna fake complete the homework, and then we're gonna be like, well, look, it's okay now.
They'll come back with a smoke and roll out of Kim in all black.
Then if Chris Brown tries to do the homework, he can't perform. I'm sorry. Just all of this is just fucking weird to me.
Balenciaga files a $25 million lawsuit against producers of BDSM ad campaigns
that they approved.
Like get
the fuck out of here, bro.
This is like the AMA thing all over again.
That's what I'm
Everybody's
saying.
fighting to throw
Chris Brown
somebody else under the bus.
Did the documentary, but now
So we obviously see what's going on here. We see what's happening. I think what's best is that none of us wear any of this ugly Balenciaga shit.
You know what's killing me is, okay, granted, everybody in the industry is all sick and everybody's trying to throw everybody under the bus, whatever. The parents of these fucking children had to approve these photos before they went out, no?
No.
Well, when you're dealing with a
No.
company as big as Balenciaga, you probably don't.
No, these kids are signed to their models. So they're signed to modeling agencies, and modeling agencies book them gigs. They show up to the shoot and shoot. It's not, the parents aren't nearly as involved as you think. These kids are pretty much more in contact with their agents.
They'd be lucky.
Parents aren't at the shoot.
No, the parents are at the shoot in some area, but they're lucky if they even get a treatment.
And if you're a parent and you're like, yo, you're shooting a Balenciaga campaign, my kid booked a Balenciaga campaign, they're not getting handed the shot list.
No.
They don't know.
I'm saying they're lucky if they get a treatment of what the kid's doing.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
But this ain't even fly shit though. Like, let's just go a little deeper. Like,
it's not even worth it. It wasn't even worth it.
Yeah, it's not even like no fly shit that they pushing. Like, what is this shit? Like, I don't.
You don't want a Balenciaga ball gag?
No, I'm cool.
Like, that shit is like, what the fuck? Like, are we dead ass right now?
Yeah,
I feel like all the pedophiles that like run the world, and this might be my conspiracy brain, are just slowly but surely putting little things out here, like now kind of just to normalize pedophilia. Like, I feel like they're just trying to normalize it at this point. Like, they're tired of hiding in the shadows and they just want to be pedophiles out in fucking person.
Absolutely.
And they want to, like how we've become kind of numb to like black violence when it comes to cops and shit like that. Like, we see the videos, we know that this is wrong, but it doesn't strike such passion in our hearts anymore as much as it used to. Because
it doesn't bother you until it happens to you.
Yeah, because it's been normalized so much. We see so much of it on the internet. So I feel like at some point they're trying to do this. Even as far as how much sex they're allowing on TVs, they're allowing on the internet. I don't know. It's just weird.
This is just something else now. People outraged, right? And I guarantee you, we walk past the Balenciaga store 2 days before Christmas. It's gonna be nothing but black people outside the store trying to buy this shit. The same way it was when everybody was outside the Gucci store after Gucci said what they said. Motherfuckers were still lined up outside the Gucci store trying to buy shit. Like, people get on their apps and they type their outrage and they join in on the outrage and this is da-da-da-da. But then y'all show up at these fucking malls and be right in the store buying out all of this shit. So It is what it is, man. I guess you can be outraged through words and you still go and spend your money.
Or back to what Julian was saying with the AMAs, with them getting their outrage cancel shit to bring more attention to it. Now I'm thinking about Balenciaga before Christmas.
It's holiday season.
Definitely outshined every other
and you know what
luxury brand.
They're gonna put 50% off. Once they put the 50% off.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can lead with this, get this bullshit campaign out the way, but then Balenciaga has those basics that everyone wants. So when you go to the store, you're like, oh, there's all this other great stuff that has nothing to do with this campaign that I'm comfortable buying.
And now it's 50% off because we know people are pissed off.
Yeah, so now you can get the socks, the hat, the little things that have nothing to do with this campaign, but it's now the attention's on them.
They've even excused themselves. They are outraged and now are going to sue the third-party company that they hired to do this thing that they approved and put out.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's sick.
I've worked in advertising. The client is the final say. They are the one that puts it out. They will tell you to scrap anything. They will say, give the money back. There's contracts the fact to sue the company you hired is
Some people
insane.
are trying to blame the photographer as if this was the photographer's.
Like the photographer chose what the fuck to do.
Well, I mean, he maybe did, but it was approved by the client before they even shot anything.
Something as big as Balenciaga, they have a creative director. They have this had a whole treatment.
Well, that's
but I'm telling you, the client has to approve even the treatment before they even shoot. Before they get a budget.
Before anybody shows up in a room, this was approved.
It was approved. So it'll be children. This will be the props. This will be what it is.
But hey, it'll be 50% off.
Then they'll also send the whole fucking zip file of all the photos. They'll pick the ones they like. They'll go back and post. They'll fix things. And then Balenciaga will be like, this is amazing. Let's put it out.
Listen, man, I don't wear that shit anyway.
Sounds like Rory was involved.
I worked at Hovain. I've worked for one of the biggest ad agencies. That's exactly how that shit goes.
All right, the Soul Train Awards happened. Another event that I had no idea was going on, but I don't know what the fuck is going on anymore in the culture.
You're just not tapped in.
I'm not tapped in. I'm gonna get tapped in now. Deon Cole hosted it. I caught his new comedy special on Netflix.
How was it?
Great job. Deon Cole was really, really funny.
I always like Deon
Cole. So Deon Cole hosted the Soul Train Awards. Beyonce cleaned up, is what I'm being told.
So Beyonce cleaned up the Soul Train Awards with a dance album.
Yes.
Not to say dance doesn't have soul in it, but you know what? Forget it.
The Soul Train is a dance show.
I'm aware, but
it's a different kind of dance.
The awards do try to focus on real soul music. I know the Soul Train show was for dance.
Yeah.
But the awards we know are mostly focused on soul music.
Soulful. I get it.
And I just think an electronic dance album that has soul to it, don't get me wrong, doesn't mean it should clean up at the awards, no?
Was Beyonce there?
I think this was a way of trying to get her to go.
No.
I think we would have known if Beyonce was there.
She cleaned up at the AMAs too in the R&B category and shouldn't have done that either.
I mean, I felt that way with the Grammy nominations for a lot of the stuff.
Grammy nominations we know was just a complete...
Oh, also, I meant to clean this up. Neither Drake nor The Weeknd submitted for Grammy consideration. That's why they didn't have any nominations.
Oh, okay.
Good for them.
So
Drake is still nominated.
It's a lifelong protest, but he's nominated as a feature.
He has like 7 nominations or some shit, like 8 nominations, something like that, right?
Because Future submitted, that's why.
Either way, Drake is winning at least 4
I mean, I'm not saying we have to go through every single category, but
Beyonce won the big awards.
All right, was this last Jasmine Sullivan album counted in this Soul Train Awards?
Hotels?
Or was the last one? Yeah.
I don't know.
I believe it's still because she did the deluxe. No, does that not count?
Yeah, the deluxe should count.
Well, that doesn't mean I think your album should be put in.
It's check and see if it was nominated. If she went against it, but she won
Best R&B Soul Female Artist,
as she should have. Not mad at that at all.
Chris Brown won Best R&B Soul Male Artist.
I still think Ari's album should be in the Soul Train Awards, no matter what.
I agree with you on that.
Did her album come out in time?
Again, I didn't watch this, so
I don't think so. I think it might have come out.
Best New Artist, of course, Tim's. Video of the Year, Smoking Out the Window, Silk Sonic. Not mad at that.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Album of the Year, Renaissance, Beyonce. Song of the Year, Break My Soul.
this is the Soul Train Awards. Song of the year is Break My Soul. Y'all have to give me a fucking break here.
Yeah, but
like, are you serious?
No, the word soul is in it.
The soul is in it.
Yeah. So it's like Break My Soul.
Break My Soul. So give her the Soul Train Award.
She wrote it for the awards.
Soul song and R&B songs, all of those songs should have went to Money Long. She was extremely robbed on all of these awards.
You think that Money Long should have won Song of the Year?
Over Beyonce?
Oh, for when you're talking about R&B and
at
soul
the Soul Train
songs?
Awards, yes.
Yes.
Break My Soul should not win Song of the Year at the Soul Train Awards.
That's fine. I'm with you on that. But you think that Money Long should have won that?
Definitely a contender. Was she nominated?
She's definitely a stronger contender than Break My Soul. I'm not saying the song is...
Can I see the nominations for Song of the Year?
I'm not saying that the song is better. That's not what I'm saying. But we're talking about the Soul Train Awards. And we're also talking about... I'm also referring to the AMAs. R&B Song of the Year.
Yeah.
That song took over everything. Like,
I feel you.
Like,
listen,
you couldn't go anywhere without hearing that fucking song for months.
Song of the Year, About Damn Time, Lizzo, Bad Habits, Steve Lacy, Break My Soul, Good Morning Gorgeous,
Hours and Hours,
Last, Pressure.
Man, Pressure was a #1 record.
Yeah,
and it's a soulful song by a soulful artist.
Yeah, but I'm not mad at Pressure. Told everybody that they won't.
No, she's trying to break down the soul.
Yeah, so
and obviously it can't just be it's not just about soul or R&B music because Burna Boy's Last is fucking nominated, which is the best breakup song of all time, by the way. But it has soul in it,
though. It's the soul.
Whatever.
It's the soul that's in the artist and in the song. You know what I mean?
Wait, would that say best new artist Steve Lacy?
Yes.
They saying anything, bro.
Oh, Dixon's on here. Dixon's on here.
Shout out to Dixon.
Dixon's a new artist.
Dixon's a new
My
artist.
boy CK.
Is Steve Lacy a new artist?
Coco Jones.
No. TikTok decided Steve Lacy was a new artist.
Everyone on there is a new artist but Steve Lacy.
I don't even know. Is Tim's considered still a new artist?
Yeah. I would say
to the masses. To the masses, yes.
By award show standards, for sure.
Okay.
Steve Lacy, by award show standards, is not a new artist.
Here are the other albums for against Beyonce's Renaissance.
Like, give me a fucking break. You're telling me that Jasmine Sullivan didn't win that?
All right, ignore my face and my complexion and Mary J's legacy. What's going on, bro? What the fuck is going on? She's cleaning up in the Grammy. I'm saying nomination-wise. Cleaning up nomination-wise in the Grammys and Soul Train Awards. I understand y'all are too scared to say it. I get it. You guys are too scared to say it.
I'm not.
Look at my face. I understand I should not be the one saying it. I know Mary's legacy. She's the queen. She deserves everything. I know my complexion. Why is she getting nominated for all of this shit?
Because she's Mary J. Blige. That's all I got.
It's it's literally name recognition.
It's the algorithm.
The album was good, but it's.
I'm not saying it wasn't either. I liked the album. Bro, I wouldn't have thought it would clean up in nominations in the Grammys and the Soul Train Awards. It wasn't that fucking good.
That Hotel's album was incredible.
It was one of the best R&B albums of the decade.
Yeah, that Jasmine Sullivan album was crazy.
It deserves everything. It does. Also, Brent should have won that.
All right. Is Mary J's shit better than Lucky Day's album?
No.
Is it better than Brent's album?
No.
Is it better than Xavier Omar's EP?
No. No.
She won this. Mary J won the certified
it's
soul
Mary J,
award.
though.
Is it better than PJ Morton's album?
No.
Not even close.
Oh, so
I get it. Mary's a.
I know it sucks that we have to do because it sounds like we're shitting on. Well, I'm sorry, just me. You guys are being quiet.
No. I'm agreeing with you. I'm just letting you get your shit off.
So the Ashford and Simpson Songwriters Award they gave to Hours and Hours by Money Long, right? They gave her that award, but you're telling me
she's one of the best writers out.
Make Me Say It Again, girl. Ronald Isley and Isley. Wait, why is it Ronald Isley?
You guys are gonna make me shit on Mary J even more. I never thought the day would come, and I don't care if we keep this. That Mary J. Blige song with DJ Khaled, amazing.
It's fucking terrible.
It's one of the worst fucking songs I've ever heard in my life.
I think we spoke about that record on the show when it came out. I hate
best
that
collaboration. Yeah. All right, if Mary has been snubbed back in the day,
let's not get
then
that
I'm fine with all
Mary,
of this.
But yeah.
Like the way Nas deserves more Grammys, even if he doesn't deserve it for the albums that they are. He got snubbed when he deserved them. So I'm not mad at it.
Mm-hmm.
If that's what this is for Mary, I'm with all of it. But fam,
Mary
Amazing was one of the worst songs I've ever heard.
That Amazing record is. I don't know why they tried to auto-tune Mary J. Blige at this point in her career. That just made. Who called that?
Best collaboration for the Soul Train Awards, where we could like finally give credit to some good music.
Ciao. Half the people that are supposed to be nominated aren't even nominated. Like people who actually deserve to be nominated are not nominated.
And I get it. It's uncomfortable.
Chris Brown should not have won Best R&B.
Look at my face. I know it's uncomfortable. I understand. I get it. I'm fully aware that I should not be the one saying this. I should mind my fucking business. I get it. I'm just speaking up for what's fucking right.
That's right, Rory.
You think Simply Red should have won?
Speak for what's right for the whites.
Why Post Malone did not clean up in every fucking category is beyond me.
Yeah, I'm shaking with outrage that Machine Gun Kelly wasn't nominated.
Shaking with outrage.
Best R&B soul. Yeah, best R&B soul male artist. Like, there's no way that Machine Gun Kelly is not.
Burna Boy is R&B and soul.
Yeah, you ain't know that?
Okay. All right, cool. Whatever. They got this shit.
Well, that was
Did Brent win in that category?
No, Chris Brown won.
Chris,
he's not even nominated. Shit, I'm sorry.
We're looking at best R&B soul male artist.
And Chris Brown won over Brent Faiyaz.
Chris Brown.
Okay, that Chris Brown album was pretty good, but with Lucky Day, PJ, Giveon, and Brent in that category, Chris Brown should not have won.
Like, look, we fucking for real.
Yeah.
What did Charlie Wilson do this year? And I love Uncle Charlie. That's not even Charlie Wilson.
That is Charlie.
That's why I laughed.
That is Uncle Charlie.
Wait.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Sing it again.
It's Donnell Jones.
No, who you think Donnell Jones got that from? Charlie Wilson is the first one to do the shit of the read.
Okay, my
you don't know that?
The shit of the
Yeah, that's Uncle Charlie.
I'm young, man.
Wait, what did Charlie release?
I just told you. You're not listening.
Anyway, Soul Train, y'all need to hire apparently
which
us.
song,
Shout out
which
to the
song
Soul
did
Train
Charlie
Awards.
do that on?
A bunch of songs.
Like when he was with
Gap Band, yeah.
From Gap Band?
Absolutely.
Listen, man. I'm white. See, this is why my face shouldn't be given. Why didn't you guys stop me when I was talking shit about Mary J?
Okay.
Now look at me.
We let you say Nick.
Talking about Donnell Jones.
Yeah. First Saweetie,
and fucking Uncle Charlie.
Atlantic was they found out that Atlantic was scandaling some numbers. So they was faking some numbers. Julian, you were
They got
behind
caught because Julian left Atlantic.
Yeah. Julian knew what the fuck was going on the whole time. Atlantic, we know what y'all doing over there with them numbers.
He was the wolf of 6th Avenue.
That's nasty. That's so nasty.
Except he didn't say, fuck it, I'm not leaving.
Yeah,
I'm not leaving. Atlantic, we know what the fuck y'all doing over there in that building.
Like every label.
And it's not exclusive to Atlantic.
I'm not going to say Atlantic. Every label does it.
Yeah.
Every label's doing
everyone
it. Atlantic, y'all just got caught.
Numbers.
Y'all didn't pay somebody and they leaked it. Kanye, Jay, and Beyonce were at the same restaurant. I don't know why people care about this type of shit.
I do.
You care about that?
Yeah, if they were in an intimate restaurant, what was said?
Mind your business.
That's true.
So yeah, Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Kanye
we ended that quickly.
They were in a restaurant and they had a great meeting. You know what's funny about this? They probably didn't even know Kanye was coming there.
They probably didn't even know Kanye was there.
Kanye looks like the Unabomber here.
Well, anyone trying to be inconspicuous with their hood up, but with those boots on in Los Angeles is just...
There's nobody...
You're trying to be seen.
Kanye is the only person wearing those boots in Los Angeles. I can guarantee you that. Nobody else is wearing those boots. Yeah, man.
All right, guys.
I guess that's it. We'll be back later on this week.
Apologies if I completely ruined this episode.
It's okay, man.
It's been a rough week.
White men have ruined this country for years. It's okay. You just doing your part.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. L'chaim to Rory's 3% Jewish side. Again, we're in Seattle December 9th at the Neptune Theater. Get your tickets now. And LA at the Regent Theater December 14th.
Who you bringing out?
And then we are in Boston at the Wilbur Sunday, December 18th to end this tour.
Just can't
wait to get away from you guys. Excited. I don't want to see your fucking face, Rory. Our merch is 25% off for the rest of the week. Once it's gone, that's it. You won't see those pieces again. So get it or get the fuck out the way.
Period.
That's right.
Okay. I like it.
New York, Friday.
Hey.
Live show.
Hey.
Yes. Sony Hall. Hey. Sold out once again.
Going crazy.
All right, man. I'm getting out of here.
We're going to have an after party.
You're not trying to go crazy at the show?
No, we're shaking ass.
I'm not. What?
We're shaking ass.
Where?
At the after party mall.
Oh, the after party.
At the live show. Fuck the after party.
Yeah, I was going to say
live show, shake some ass. After party, shake some more ass. Just shake your ass. Who gives a fuck? World dying anyway.
Crazy special guest Maul's bringing out. You never know who's gonna pop up.
Don't tell the people that because
there's gonna be no guests.
Because Maul doesn't go anywhere. I don't bring nobody nowhere.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know.
Saweetie.
You never know. I might. Saweetie, that would be great.
Or
I would
his
love if she
sweetie.
came.
Yeah, we could have
your sweetie.
Is B Simone in New York?
Listen, it's been a wonderful episode, man. I want to thank y'all for listening to this audio journey, this audio experience of just a clusterfuck of bullshit in a room full of people that just want to just talk and say shit that's just been on their minds.
You thought that she was your sweetie and then she deserted you.
Oh,
I stole that from Saha.
In the episode.
I stole that from Saha.
In the episode. Cleaned up.
I forgot why I hate Damaris until just now. I forgot. I totally forgot. I was like, I
hadn't
love
seen her in a while. You're so happy to see her.
I love Damaris. And I'm like, this is why I hate Damaris.
Yeah.
Right there. We'll be back the end of this week to talk to y'all, talk some more shit. Until then, be safe. I'm that nigga. He's just Ginger. Peace.
No